All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone to rule well. Salutation and much love to Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Ash from Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another lesson. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. All right, and just going to go in the spirit here. Concerning, everybody living their best lives and laughing. Well, actually, they mocking the prophets of the Most High. We'll start with that, actually. Second Chronicles 36. In verse 15, Second Chronicles 36 and 15 says, "And the Lord, the power of their or Yahweh, power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, which are the prophets of the Lord." You see out there on the highways and byways that people like to ridicule or scoff at and just walk by as if they don't see nothing. And then, they might giggle up the street. Or they might accidentally click on a video and talk shit on the comment board. It says, "Rising up B times and sending because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place." So the Lord's having compassion, or the Lord's showing mercy unto his people. Let's see what else it says in the other translations. Yep. NLT, "The Lord, the power of their ancestors, repeatedly sent his prophets," which goes to show you who his messengers are his prophets. It says, "to warn them, for he had compassion on his people in his temple." Okay. Let's go back. Verse 16, it says, "But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy." So the wrath of the Lord is about to come upon you, you mockers, you scoffers. It says they scoffed, and the NLT says they scoffed at the prophets. Or the BBE, the basic Bible in English, or Bible in basic English, says, "But they put shame on the servants of the Most High, making sport of his words and laughing at his prophets till the wrath of the Most High was moved against his people till there was no help." So this is the time we're approaching. It's going to be a time of no help for the majority of our people. Why? Because they refuse to take heed to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the warning from him, and they want to scoff and laugh and make sport of the prophets, which is nothing new under the sun. Right, they've been doing this for centuries. Like we said, our ancestors, the ancestors have been getting the messengers, and they still don't take heed to it. They never have, and they never will. That's why the Lord is going to eradicate the majority of our people off the face of the earth. Right, and then they have to come back in their right mind in the kingdom of heaven through the lineage of those that get delivered. But let's go to Psalms now. Psalms 30, verse 5, it says, For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning." So yeah, we see right now while we're weeping, sighing, and crying. All right, everybody wants to live their best life. They want to make sport of the prophets. They want to, they want to be married. They want to be in the house of mirth. Well, we're here to tell you that the tables are about to be flipped upside down, and we are about to, the elect, the ones that are weeping now, they're going to be the ones waking up or coming into the joy, like the Lord said. We'll get to that though. In John, the book of John. Let's see here. For his anger lasts only a moment. Yeah, this is but for a moment. Our sighing and crying and the hell we got to go through. Which 2/3 of our people, they're in hell with us. But they think that they're living their best lives. It says, "But his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning." That's pretty much the point on that. All right, because again, our joy. See, because we're weeping now, like you see the title of the video, "Laugh Now, Cry Later." Well, we're crying right now so that we can laugh later and have joy later. Because when you laughing, that's one of the best feelings you can get. Your body becomes pain-free. I'm talking about that good laugh, when you get a real good laugh, where your ribs start hurting, you uncontrollably laughing. That's the kind of laughing we about to do. While you people are over here snickering and hee-hees and ha-has, your little corny jokes. Well, you about to be crying like a bitch soon. Then what you gonna do? And it's gonna go for all, everybody. Everybody gonna get some of the smoke. Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city. You know what? Let's read this in the NLT. Let's see what it says in the NLT. It says, he said to him, walk through the streets of Jerusalem and put a mark on the foreheads of all who weep and sigh because of the detestable sins being committed in their city. Slot. And we're the ones doing that. Who's doing that? The servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It's not even up for debate. Let's see here. Hold on. See that better? Okay, that should be better. So the ones that are weeping, why they're weeping? Because of all the detestable, evil abominations in the midst thereof. All right. So if you're laughing and having fun with everybody, all right, you're not in the right spirit. You're not going to get this mark on your forehead. It says then, which is the mark from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that's going to exempt you from the wrath of these last days. The day of the Lord is going to have you protected, all right, in these evil times. It says, verse 5, then I heard the Lord say to the other men, follow him through the city and kill everyone whose forehead is not marked. Show no mercy, have no pity. So see, while we're over here weeping and crying, we're sighing and crying because we don't want it. We want mercy of the Lord. Okay? Because the Lord's about to let loose these death angels. All right. As you already see going on around the world, but it's going to come to these streets of America. It says, kill them all, old and young, girls and women, and little children. And this is in the Bible. When they read this in church, it says, but do not touch anyone with the mark. Begin right here at the temple. So they begin by killing the 70 leaders. So there you go, man. Death and destruction is coming for those that refuse to take heed. And they're laughing at. Again, laugh now. You're going to end up crying later when these death angels get sent out here and start slaying old, young, everybody, except those that have the mark on their forehead that were sighing and crying, those that had believe on the names Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. No, I don't want too close. There we go. I'll keep it there. Let's see. All right. Psalms 34 and in verse 15, it says, the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous and his ears are open unto their cries. So the Lord's hearing our sighing and crying. All right. That's why he said to mark them. Okay. Single, so they're like that, the angels, which would be marking us with that mark of exemption, but it's through the blood of Yahushua. All right. So just like in the Passover, you were supposed to put the blood on the post, the doorpost. Well, now the Lord has his blood has covered us. So when them angels come and get busy, they pass us over. All right. The death and destruction passes us over. It says the face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. There you go, man. So the Lord's hearing our cries, but he won't hear your cry. And that day when shit hits the fan, all right, and you don't know what to do, where to eat, you don't know what's going on. Hey, go crying to the guys that you worship. Maybe they can deliver you. Proverbs 21:13. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. So you people are not going to be heard. All right. The wicked of our people will not be heard because they shut their ears to the poor, right? Even though they're poor amongst us, they don't want to hear nothing about it. So they're going to be ignored when they cry unto the Lord. NLT says those who shut their ears to the cries of the poor will be ignored in their own time of need. He whose ears are stopped at the cry of the poor will himself get no answer to his cry for help. What you gonna do? Who you gonna call on then? NIV, whosoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered. Yep. That's what's coming for the majority of our people. God, why me? Jesus Cristo. And then no one's gonna be there to answer you. You're gonna get the dial tone, as they say. And guess what? While you're in struggling and hey, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. See, I was just about to get that the water, brother. Yep. This is Luke chapter 6. I'm gonna start up at start around 20. Start at verse 20. It says, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor. And then we just read that in the Proverbs. All right, he that blocketh or closes his ear to the cry of the poor, he himself ain't gonna get no answer when he cry. It says, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai. So the Lord has promised those that are poor the kingdom of heaven. Verse 21, blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. So hey, we're weeping again, like we read earlier. We're crying and sighing, weeping crying out unto the Lord. But what it said, we gonna laugh. We gonna get to laugh at you, you dumbasses getting destroyed. And it even says that you shall laugh when death cometh. Roughly paraphrasing. Read that again in NLT. It says, God blesses you who are hungry now, for you will be satisfied. God blesses you who weep now, for in due time you will laugh. What is that? Let's get that. When destruction cometh. I think that's how you spell it. I think it's in okay. Salakia. Forgot how it's worded exactly. I think it's in Job. Okay. This is Job 5 and 22. I think it was up here. Oh no, what that's Job. All right, it's Job 5 and 22. It says, at destruction and famine. You know what? Let me just put it on the screen. All right, because this is what we're about to be laughing at. You people being put to death, and rightfully so. But you laughed at us, right? It says at verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the fields. Well, let me start up here. It says, thou shalt be hidden from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Imagine what kind of spirit you got to be in to laugh at people being destroyed and starving to death. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Well, we're going to be in that spirit because we've been weeping this whole time and serving the Lord and waiting for the death and destruction to come so that we may rejoice with our Lord and Savior. But anyway, let's go back to Luke 6. It says, verse 22, it says, what blessings await you when people hate you and exclude you and mock you and curse you as evil because you follow the Son of Man. Yeah, look, what blessings await us. So what if people hate us or mock us and curse us because we or speak evil of us because we follow in Yahweh Shai? That's a personal issue they got to take up with the Lord. It says, when that happens, be happy. Yes, leap for joy, for great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, their ancestors treated the ancient prophets the same way. What sorrow, verse 24, what sorrow awaits you who are rich? For you have happiness. So like for you have your only happiness now. Yep. These people already received their consolation. All right. They worked so hard to get their bullshit jobs and get their little money, get the money up. You know, they like that. We see it all the time at Camp Nigga in the Lambo, looking over Jake. It'd be Jake too in the Lambo, laughing at us. But joke's gonna be on him. Verse 25. What in the NLT? I'm reading it. It says, what sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now? For a time of awful hunger awaits you. What sorrow awaits you who laugh now? For your laughing will turn to mourning and sorrow. There you go. So woe unto you that laugh now. You laugh now, but you're going to end up weeping. Another word for weeping is crying. So laugh now, but you're going to cry. All right. There's going to be wailing and gnashing, weeping and gnashing of teeth. Verse 26. What sorrow awaits you who are praised by the crowds, right? Like the bishop, you're coming in on his high horse, the women cheering him on. Well, guess what? Sorrow awaits you. If people love you, you get the praises of the people. You want to be sought of men, or seen of men. Well, guess what? Sorrow awaits you. It says, for their ancestors also praise false prophets. So the Lord is showing you who the false prophets are. They're the ones getting all the praise, right? They're the hundreds and thousands of views and people, the biggest Passovers and all this garbage, man. They're not sincere. They're not truly serving the Lord. So let's go to book of Jeremiah now. Verse 11. This is Jeremiah 11 and 10. It says, they have returned to the sins. Oh, wait, hold on. In the King James. Jeremiah 11 and 10. It says, they have turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words. Right. And that's why they want to prosper in this world. They want the praises of this this world. They want the praises of the crowd, the praises of the peons out here. All right. And what is part of that? That's going to the house of mirth. Folly set in great dignity. Even amongst our people that claim to be or know they're Israelites, but especially the bug outs, they'll do anything for attention, clout chasers and all that garbage. It says, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I have made with their fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. There you go. There you go. What are you going to do then? Like we read in the book of Proverbs, your cry is not going to be heard now. You close up your ears to the poor, the cry of the poor. Well, now your cry is going to go unanswered. What are you going to do when that evil comes upon you? Right? Everybody's going to try to remember, damn, what was that name they were saying out there? Well, here's the response. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. So you're going to go and call upon your little god, your idols, and guess what? Nothing's going to happen. You're going to be destroyed either way. You're going to starve. You're going to be calling on Buddha, Allah, whatever idol or god that is not even a god. Whatever you're going to call on, it ain't going to be there to answer. And even if you do call upon the Lord and you ain't right, the Lord's going to tell you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And guess what? You're going to see the prophets in the back laughing at your dumb ass as you starving to death. Let's go to John 16. I'll start at verse 20. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you that ye shall weep and lament. Yeah, that's what we're currently doing. We're sighing and crying. All right. So that we can, let the Lord know that we're not down with this place. We want this place to be done and gone, dead and gone. America needs to be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord. And it's not that we say it, it's the Lord said it, that he's going to do it. All right. It says that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. Yeah, everybody, even amongst the chaos that's ensuing around the world, people are still somehow rejoicing. Nick can barely afford his rent, barely put food in the fridge, but somehow, some way, Jake finds the will to rejoice and party, which is nothing new. They did the same thing in the wilderness. And ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. So again, y'all laugh now, but you're gonna end up crying later. We cry now so that we can be joyful and laugh later. All right. A woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And ye know, so like, and ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice in your joy. No man take it from you. So the joy that we're gonna receive, right, the rejoicing that we're gonna get, is not temporary, like you assholes of this world. All right, you party it up, you get sloppy drunk, you're doing drugs, fucking bimbos, driving fancy cars, living lavish lifestyles. That can be taken from you like that by Esau or by anybody else. But our riches are being stored up in heaven where neither moth nor thief, neither moth corrupt nor thief can steal. So we're looking for the eternal riches while you people are squandering your lives away just to find out that the Lord ain't with you, just to lose it all anyway. All right. And it's going to be quick. So at least we've already forsaken all. We're ready for what's coming. All right. So, but again, while you people are suffering and now you're going to be crying, well, guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be good. Let's go to Isaiah 65 and start at verse 12. Salakia. Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. That's the how our majority of our people live their life. They don't care. They don't even consider. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's the last thing on their mind when they wake up. Then, because at the end of the day, they just serve. They're lovers of themselves. All right, serving their own bellies, and that's how we know we're in the last days. All right, it says in the last days, there shall be lovers of themselves, waxing worse and worse, so on and so forth. Demons, in other words, bunch of, narcissist, antichrist living in America. It says that verse 13, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. So these people are going to be starving, thirsty as hell. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And they're going to be ashamed while we're rejoicing, eating, and drinking. The majority of the people are going to be ashamed. And of course, we're going to be tried and tested, the Lord, but it's ultimately going to be with us. Somebody got to be rejoicing. Somebody got to be eating. Somebody got to be drinking. It says, behold, my servants, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You people are not going to be in good case. All right. You're going to quickly find out that those crazy guys on the corner with signs and Bibles were right. My servants will sing for joy, but you will cry in sorrow and despair. My servants, BBE, my servants will make songs in the joy of their hearts, but you will be crying for sorrow and making sounds of grief from a broken spirit. Yeah, you people are going to be through. Let's keep reading though. Verse 15, and ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord I shall slay thee. Hold on, there was something else I want. Oh man, let's go into the kingdom, but actually, got one more verse we can end off here on. We'll go to the comment board. Let's go to Baruch. Baruch. Let's see here. This is Baruch 4:21. Be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. Enjoy. Why is this not? Okay, here you go. Come unto me, so like enjoy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. So yeah, brothers, we gotta suffer now, but always remember we're gonna be glorified with the Lord, and we're gonna be joy and gladness that no one can take from us. All right, we're gonna reign supreme with the Lord. And if you don't want to, if you think that's funny somehow, you want to make mockery of that, then you're gonna have to sigh and cry soon too. You're gonna have to weep. Gnashing. It's gonna be like the scripture says. It's gonna be a gnashing, weeping and gnashing of teeth on the day of the Lord. While we gonna be joyful. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yep, Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such or as for thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. So you people have a sealed death warrant, in other words. All right. And again, we're gonna begin to laugh. Okay. You thought it was funny. Okay, we'll see. We'll see who gets the best laugh. He who, what's that say? He who laughs last gets the best laugh. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. We'll end on this. Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you. So what are you gonna do then? What do you think the Lord's gonna come tap you on the shoulder and start laughing at you? Nope. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. Yeah, you wanted to laugh and mock his messengers and laugh at his in his warning. Well, guess what? Now his messengers are gonna laugh at you for not taking heed. All right. So hey, with that, Lord's will, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who were well. And much love and salutation to the elected Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.